Hello and welcome everybody. A little bit of backstory. There I was laying in bed, theory crafting AE2 shenanigans as we all do. I don't have a problem. And I had an idea to create on-demand network visibility. What I mean by that is to have parts of the network disconnected from the main network storage until in the wireless terminal we trigger their visibility. Now, I don't mean view cells. View cells just hide the item from your view in the terminal, but it's still on the network. And for those who know a lot about lag with AE2 networks, a good practice is separating NBT items out of your main AE2 network. For instance, you can see I have all these armor and spawners in a disk drive, and if I search them here, they're not visible, minus some ones I've specifically set. But here's a problem. Let's say we're doing that, and as an example, let's say I have my create wrench, and part of my filters of NBT items, if we scroll through here, is forge tools. Well, this is a tool, so if I accidentally put this in my network, the wrench gets pulled out and disappears. The only way I could view this again is if I took that item out of this network. Well, let's say I'm all the way down there. I'm working on a farm, or I'm doing create over in a corner. I don't want to fly all the way back up here. So what if there was a way in the terminal to do something that would make that wrench visible? It would put the NBT items on the network, and then once I grab it, I can then turn it off. That's my idea. That's my idea. And I'm excited to try it. Let me mark I'm streaming in case any of these guys on the server want to watch. Just going to say YouTube. But before we can theory craft this, I need to clean up this setup, this NBT item storage. The way we're going to do that is we're slowly moving our main AE2 network to P2P to be controlled by a subnet here. I'm going to create a P2P channel for the item storage and put it out in the sky. So the very first thing we're going to want to do for this theory craft is grab a wireless, 2 wireless connectors, and let's grab that from here, bind the card, and then we got to choose an area where we want to put our NBT item storages. Now, since we're already kind of doing AE2 stuff down in that corner, maybe we will throw it down here. We already have a wireless connector here that's only doing 1 P2P, but I might move this later. So I think for now I'm going to put it in its own chunk. I'm going to put down a wireless connector. Let's make this area look a little nicer. I'm going to grab some purple concrete. Excuse me. And we're just going to make a 4x4. I'm going to put this wireless connector in this corner, but here's where the trickery is really going to start. We're going to have multiple systems of wireless. I don't know if we'll use it in the theory craft, but if this idea works, I'm going to use multiple wireless. Let's pull out the network of the subnet and a P2P that will connect to the main network. So let's grab this and we'll put a P2P right there. Head back home and grab this memory card. Let me just grab a P2P face here. I think I want this one. And we don't need chunk borders. Let's bind this P2P. So this is on the other side of this P2P channel is our main network, the network that matters. Now for the fun part. We're going to grab 2 cables and I'm going to create a 2x2 with them. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. This is going to be really cool. This is going to be really cool. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, this is AllMods 9, by the way, from Extended AE. I'm going to grab a mod storage or a tag storage bus. I want a tag storage bus. Let me get one of these. And we're going to put over here on this outer line the tag storage bus. I'm going to copy. I used an export bus to get the items out of my network initially. Now that the items are out, I'd rather have a storage bus that's not checking the network for these items. Again, for performance reasons. And we will make a whitelist filter. Then go ahead and give this the highest priority in the network by a long shot. Then I'm going to grab our NBT disk drive, which is in this cell dock. And I'm going to need an interface, maybe a couple of them. And let's head back. And oh wait, guys, what am I saying? It has to be an export bus for it to be separate from the network. I totally lied. This is why we're theory crafting, is we're experimenting, if you would. Okay, let's head back. We'll put the export bus. I apologize. The storage bus is going to come in play in a minute. Export bus with our tags into an interface, which is going to be a little small storage subnet. Nothing too crazy. It's just going to have a cell dock on it. Let's put that right there with our NBT items and a little terminal to make it visible. And to give it power, we will, in this face. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna power this entirely separate from the network. Give me a second, folks. Or we'll do it this way. We'll put a dense storage cell, fiber, and cable for now. So there is our NBT item storage, and I don't like it being on top now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to put it below. Super dense energy cell, quartz fiber, which we will put right here, and cable. So this is online, and the main network is exporting our NBT items to it. Now, I'm just checking something with the storage bus. Okay. Here comes the trick. The shenanigans, if you will. I'm going to change this tag export bus to be redstone controlled. But I'm going to need 2 redstone cards. You'll see why. This is going to be if this works, I'm going to be so So proud of it. Let's get some redstone cards made. And I'm going to say that this export bus is active without signal. This is going to be a safety net so that when this network becomes visible, it's not looping items in a circle. Because that would just be, that'd be too much lag, right? That'd be too much. The next little step is I'm going to grab a emitter. Is it level emitter or is it? Yeah, it's level emitter. Okay. And we're going to need a crafting card. Some of you may be starting to see where this is going. If you're watching live and you have an idea of where this is going, post it in the chat. I want to see if you're close. I want to see if anyone figures this out before I get to it. Okay. So we've got crafting card, or those are capacity. I need to put the, I thought I made, oh, I did crafting card. Let's get some of these. And we're going to do a little test really fast with an emitter. Two tests. I'm going to grab the emitters and I'm going to put them on the, I'm going to put two of them on the network. Or maybe this one over here. I'm going to set them to something random here in just a second. But the first thing I want to test is if and where they power. So the redstone lamp, does it power above? It does not. It should only power directly across from it. Perfect. Perfect. The next test is, should I put a crafting card in here and say that emit redstone to craft item, and I'm going to choose this iron pickaxe. Iron, oh wait, no, we have a pattern for iron pickaxes. What's something we don't have a pattern for? We don't have a pattern for this sword. I should be able to now see a supremium sword, and if I press craft, did I do that right? Crafting plan, yes. View 2, doesn't matter. The redstone torch comes on, perfect. Then, if I go to my storage here, if I cancel the craft, the torch turns off. Okay. Let's see if two torches can be turned on with the same craft of an item. Emit to craft, supremium sword. And we'll go ahead and cue this. Both turn on. Ooh, this is going to work, guys. This is going to work. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm stoked. I'm so excited for this. So right now we have this export bus set to only work when redstone is without signal. I'm going to put an emitter facing it. And we'll put in a crafting card, emit to craft, and we'll make a an item here in a moment. In fact, why don't we could just do this really fast. I'm gonna grab. No, let's just use the sword for demonstration. We'll use the sword. Emit to craft sword. And then we need to cancel the one that's currently active. Following this theory, there is something called a toggle bus in applied energistics. It is a bus that can be controlled with redstone. A cable that can be turned on and off with redstone is another way to put it. So I'll grab a toggle bus and we're going to do a quick. Okay, I'm restarting the stream. Hopefully we don't drop again. It looks like we haven't fixed the issues with the stream. I don't know why the stream drops. I don't know how far back we were. So I'll kind of reiterate as we go here. But we have an emitter set to craft a item with a bunch of NBT, right? Doesn't have to be a bunch of NBT, maybe a named piece of paper. Just something that makes it unique. We have an inverted toggle bus that will be deactivated until it receives a redstone signal. Our main tag export bus is only exporting items while it doesn't have a signal as well. We're going to grab some cable, an emitter, and the toggle bus. And what I'm going to do is place an emitter facing this block. And in this block, a toggle bus connecting these two cables. We might get a loop here until I put a crafting card with a sword. Is this... I need to know if the inverted toggle bus is in fact closed. Let me take the power off of this for a second. Maybe I had the right toggle bus the first time. Let me grab the toggle bus, turn it back, place it. Wait for the network to think. And there we go. Offline, online. That means the network is not connected. This storage cell is not visible. So if we look here for the wrench we're trying to get back, that's the goal, is to get the wrench back while keeping our NBT items separate from the main network. But let's say this storage cell is all the way up there. I don't want to fly down here to get my wrench. All I should have to do is I would type in the name of my custom item and start a craft for it. These toggle buses flip. And now that storage cell is visible on the network. I grab my wrench. I come to my crafting status and I cancel the craft. The bus deactivates, but we're still exporting to it. NBT items no longer appear. This also works. Let's say I want to grab one of my spawners. You'll notice if I type spawner. Oops. I only see my Ender IO ones. But if I get my Supremium Sword and type spawner, there's all my spawners. Cancel the craft. And they're not on the main network anymore. I think this has some fantastic, crazy possibilities of what this could be used for. In terms of on-demand network connection, for things you don't want on the network. There's a difference between something not being on or not being viewable and fully just not being on the network. Specifically when it comes to item storage. And that makes me so excited, guys. I'm glad the Theorycraft worked out. I hope the stream didn't cut out too much of my explanation. We'll definitely find out. I don't know why the stream died again. I really thought I fixed the issues. But there it is. On-demand network connection. Put in my Supremium Sword craft. There's my wrenches. Cancel the craft. NBT items no longer visible. Or not even just visible, just not on the network. Cool, cool. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. This was just a quick stream to Theorycraft that. And I will catch you all in the next modded Minecraft theory crafting stream, which will probably be longer than this quick little demonstration. I just wanted to do a test, but since the stream died, I don't want to risk a long video. Bye-bye.